I think as an artist, you don't only judge your artwork on the way that it looks. It's also what was the process to get there and what is the impact it had on the people who sees it. The world is running out of resources while it's drowning in trash. All my art is made of trash. To me, it's what I do, and what I do is the things that I love the most.
I'm a garbage artist, no dirty wordplay. Trash talk through my last 30 birthdays. I'm a dirtbag, I'm wasted and tossed around, but I shine like a treasure in the lost and found.
My name is Dambo. I'm a Danish artist and I make giant recycled wooden sculptures and then I hide them in the woods around the world.
It's a treat when I get in the can, cause I'm a dumpster diver, junk designer, recycle writer, I'm a born survivor.
When I was younger, I did music videos and rap songs about dumpster diving.
Vi står op, og det hele starter forfra.
Så tag min hånd og lad os tage en sving om.
Kom op på stolen og tag med mig ud og dans i solen.
I've just made a lot of projects with trash and probably estimated now more than 12 million people have traveled to stand in front of one of my trolls.
I'm the son of a dumpster diver, and my mama's a dumpster diver. Even my honey's a dumpster diver, and I raised my sons to dumpster dive.
The reason I chose Rhode Island is because I thought it was a good basis for a fairy tale. This one here is going to be called Eric Rock. The other one is going to be called Greta Granite, and she will be sitting holding like a type of ceremonial instrument with necklace draping beads hanging on it. I think what people like about the trolls is that I like making them. It's playful. People always say that it brings the child out in them. One of the things that I really like is to imagine how somebody will find one of my sculptures. If I was a little boy and I was going down the path and then turning around the corner and then boom. I don't want to make anything that I don't believe is cool. And I think that shines through the art. I think we're now 25 people in my full-time team in Denmark. And then here we are 11 people here in Rhode Island now. I've never made a troll before in Rhode Island, and I have my big mission to put one in each state of the United States.
So the bone structure starts with just the 2x4s, and then they do the shaping, and then the cladding is basically the skin that goes over and covers it all up and gives it a nice shape. That's where it actually becomes a sculpture, and the whole mood of the piece is kind of comes together in this section.
When we arrived here, the material that we had gotten was new and not all recycled, so we had to go out and find some other materials to make it recycle and make it scrap again. You know what the biggest mountain is in Rhode Island? It's the landfill, right? Highest point of Rhode Island is 600 feet, the landfill is 800 feet, right? I don't consider myself a sustainable or climate change artist or anything like that. All those words, somebody else can deal with them. I'm dealing with trash. That's what my art is about. It is about showing the trash can have a gigantic value, can have a value so big so it can bring 12 million people out to come and see my artwork. There was a guy with a tractor who was supposed to move the head for us last week so we could get it started here this morning. Put the head on the second sculpture, but the head's still over there, so now we're just gonna try and move it on this little piece of equipment here. It sounds fun to move a troll head on a golf cart, so let's do it. We go forward, right? I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah, just go really slow because me and Raven, we're on top of the pallet now. And then start tipping. How is the centering? Okay, we push it over in that way. Do we have anything to tie it? Or we have to hold it when we go in on the gravel or go off-road. That feels pretty good. Stay focused, don't lose your head. Yeah, I got it. I love to build. Okay, so we have to decide this. We have to get the backdrop to hang like from 2 meters or something like that and down. I love that feeling of making something and see it grow.
Down a little.
And doing it together with your friends and enjoying it afterwards, and yeah, just that feeling of accomplishment. I'm happy with it here. We'll figure out that stuff up there. Now me and my wife, we have two twin boys that are 22 months old. Yeah, and I'm a dad, and it's nice. But I think that other people will definitely see me as a radical dad, you know, because I bring my whole family with me on this road trip. But I've chosen to live my life in this way that I'm doing it. For me, that's right, and I love it. The project that I'm making in Rhode Island, it is going to be called something with the thunderstorm. I just started writing the poem for it. Should I say it? Yeah. Let me see if I can remember it, because I just read it down this morning because I was working on it. What was the thunderstone? It was a mountain fully grown. The highest peak that stood alone was where the thunderstone had home. It used to be the mountain top, was soft, but when the lightning struck, it hardened up and turned to rock. That's why the thunderstone's so tough. So all the different trolls will be about stones, like this one's holding a stone, the other one has a stone circle. It's just cool that we can just take all these scraps and then we can make something that makes so many people excited. Like, I don't know if my peak as an artist is today, but today is definitely more successful than yesterday. I come from being a rapper on the street. We would always sit outside the bodega drinking beers on the curb because we couldn't afford to buy a $2 beers inside, you know. And then my wife was like, you can just have a glass of wine. And then I said, but don't you remember what I just recorded in my rap song? Because I say, if time is money, then I'm a waste of time. It's crazy when an ATM will make you wait in line. I never chase the dime because money fades to shine. I'll take a cheap cold beer over the taste of wine. Yeah, so that's kind of like my identity there, right?
I'm the son of a dumpster diver, and my mama's a dumpster diver. Even my honey's a dumpster diver, and I raised my sons to dumpster dive.
If you want to know what's going on,